Thanks for clicking on the video. This is a vlog from Skylinks Golf Course in Long Beach, California.
Love that.
David is working on his swing. This is my friend David, who I play with on the weekends sometimes, and he's working on his swing a lot. I think wrist conditions or something. I didn't really understand what it was, but he's very, very frustrated with his swing. And he just feels like he just fans it open and in the takeaway. And so he's just really trying to concentrate on just making a super simple motion the right way. He bought that. That was my best drive of the day. So I hit a really good drive. It did go into a bunker just because I kind of forgot the line to take on this hole. That was the good line to take like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but not a good line to take at 6:20 in the morning. So because if I had cleared this bunker, I would be basically pitching and putting, but I didn't. Anyway, so yeah, David bought that training aid I think it's called the Hanger, that he saw on Instagram because he thinks it's going to help him with his fanning problem. All right, so this is a putt for birdie from about 18 feet or so. Experimenting with the pyramid putter. That's a par. And going to the second hole. The second hole is a 570-yard par 5. From back here, we're playing the Long Beach Open tees. They have the Long Beach Open here and at El Dorado. It's split between two different courses every July. They're having this thing this week, I believe, called the Mini Long Beach Open. There's a little tour out here in California called the Bow Tour, where a lot of good players from PGA Tour, Latin America, and Canada Tour, and also just good players from the area, they basically go out and play for each other's money. The top prize usually, I think, is around $2,500. They're usually one-day tournaments, but they're doing a 3-day tournament. If you're interested in playing in it, it's called the Bow Tour. BO. Anyway, so this is a hybrid shot. I did not hit that great of a drive, kind of thinned it down the middle, but it went straight. The hybrid shot was not amazing, but I missed it really nicely, if you know what I mean. Like, I knew that I could miss it a little bit right. I didn't want to miss it left, and that's what I did. You can see David with that kind of somewhat manufactured follow through. He's really trying to be real tight on both sides, I think, as far as just not wobbling his wrists open.
So I could hit my 110 club hard or my 125 club really easy.
So I'm going to hit the 125 club very easy because this is a 112 yards or something like that. Yeah, 113, I think. So gonna feel like the swing just goes to my ear on either side. If you swing to your ear, that takes off 10%, is the theory. So that's what it did. It landed nicely. The greens are a little wet and it's a little cold, so they're a little firm. So I skidded out to about, what do I got there? Another 18-footer, I'd say. This looks good, but at this time in the morning, all that dew on the greens, they haven't been rolled yet. That's not going to make it there. So that's what I would like to do in my golf swing, or my golf game more often, is even when I'm not swinging that well, like that hole, I didn't really make any swings that were that great. The pitching wedge at the end, that was a good swing. But because I was missing in the right places, I had a birdie chance. All right, so there we'll talk about that little drill move that I did in a second. This is a drive down the left-hand side, real solid. That was good. A little bit under and across, but it was good. All right, so see how my right toe is up on the downswing? That's the feeling. It helps get my hands accelerate at the same time as my body. And less like slinging it with the body and then, like, you know, leaving it stuck. Alright, so that was another pitching wedge, and this time I had to extend the pitching wedge, so that shows good range. What I'm going to say.
That's a good range, because that was a 113 pitching wedge on the last hole, and this was a 122 pitching wedge here.
And I landed that pin high.
That's what I'm using today. Testing it out. Let's see if we can do something good for me.
Yeah, I'm just testing it out. I saw in the comments, this is why I don't even really like doing equipment reviews, because I did see in the comments that people were saying, or asking if I was, had a deal with Pyramid Putters, or what happened to my deal with Even Roll. I have no deal with any golf club company. So, they did send me the putters. They sent me 2 putters, but there's no deal. I don't have any kind of contract or kickbacks or anything from Even Roll or from Pyramid Putters. I'm just trying to figure out what would be better for me to use. I've always loved the Even Roll, but it is a little bit firmer feel. This one feels a lot softer, but maybe not quite as precise. So I'm trying to decide on which one I like better. For short putts, I really like the Even Roll. For long putts and lags, I really like the Pyramid. So we'll see. I'm going to flip-flop back and forth quite a few times. All right, so this is 225 yards, par 3 from back here. This is my 3 hybrid from like 2009 club.
That is such a good strike.
I hit it perfectly. It felt really great. And David said, look at this divot, because my tee was still in the ground.
That was a great strike.
Primo right there.
I know, and then so I do have Be Better Golf tees. So let's check out this divot out real quick. Can't see it, but the target's there. So is that, and then I can still see some roots. So that was cool. Thanks to Justin for making these. If you guys want some, all you have to do is meet me somewhere in Long Beach. I'll give them more.
My teacher and the head instructor at the Be Better Golf Power School, Tony Lutzak, always says that how good you hit the ball is a direct result of how good your transition was. And that was one of the best transitions I've made recently. And I almost hit a hole in one.
We're walking up, can't see the ball yet.
I thought it was going in, man.
He thought he made it. That's my witness right there.
I was like, no way, it's going in.
Yeah. And that was a hybrid. There's the ball mark. Somehow it got past the hole. Man, that's gonna be a good birdie. I like that kind of birdie putt from 225.
All right, so I'm 1 under at the moment. I was on such a, actually was really pumped up after hitting that hybrid shot. I thought all the way walking up that it had a very good chance of being a hole-in-one, especially because the maintenance guy had made kind of like a noise back at the tee I had heard.
So good.
I couldn't tell if he was making that noise because there was a hole-in-one or if there wasn't. So I was actually like pretty jazzed, and then I definitely got out of the moment. You know, they say trust the process, stay in the moment, things like that. I was definitely out of the moment at this point because I was just thinking, oh, I'm playing well. Forgot to just stick with the process and keep plodding along and doing the work that had gotten me to this point. So made an okay par with one bad driver swing and a solid wedge shot that just went way too far because of poor course management. And then another solid drive on this par 5 that is a good line from the men's tee, not a good line from the Long Beach Open tee that we're going from. So that left me in the woods, and I punched out and hit a pulled iron shot to there. Hit sand shot that landed hole high, and this whole time, like just like I'm editing this, I'm feeling like I'm just rushing through these shots, and my focus had basically I had fried my focus on that birdie on the par 3. So just like a bad hole can really derail you, so can a good hole. It's a lesson I have to learn. That's a bogey on the par 5, so that's a 6. I have to get better at, I need to be under par for all the par 5s every round of golf. So if I play 4 par 5s, I would like to at least be 1 under for the par 5s. Not that great of a swing, a little bit off balance. The impact at the bottom felt super solid, but it was blocked out to the right, here in the bunker. And the second bunker shots are always better because you have a feeling for the sand. Something you should probably hit a couple bunker shots before you play. Not only because you get a feel for the sand and it'll help you on the bunker shots, but as Phil Mickelson said in his Secrets of the Short Game DVD, hitting bunker shots gives you really good tempo, and that good tempo can carry over to better drives. So this is my putt for par. That was actually that was a much better stroke there. All right, going into the final 2 holes of the back 9 here at Skylinks Golf Course. Not a good swing. Right now my swing is working pretty well when I'm trying to draw it. When I try to fade it, everything I'm trying to do does not work out very well. So there's that toe-up drill I'm doing. But really I have to still make my, if I want to fade it, I have to still make my draw swing. I just need to change my alignment and the face of the club if I want the result to be a fade. It's still going to feel exactly like my draw swing for the most part, unless you really want to shape it. So I hit my second shot from 195 yards onto the green, and it's a really tough hole location that I did not read well, and this is bogey. So that's pretty lame right there. So back off, mark that bogey, and that takes me, I believe, 1 over now. Go to the final hole. This is like 435 yards or so. A bit of an overswing there. You could see in the backswing. Overswing meaning that the club kept going when the hand stopped, and that's just pretty difficult to retime on the way down. Fairly decent punch out there. So now I have about 50 yards up and 45 yards up and down from over here. That was not great impact. It's just really a matter of focus more than anything else. 2 over for the round. That's a bogey because that's a bogey there. But some positives there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments anything you think can help me or other golfers get better. Appreciate you watching. Talk to you later. Bye.